What's up, everybody? Justin Hadlock, aka Face Tats McGee, owner of the Murder Art Collective and a murder mentality coaching and public speaking business. And today I want to talk to you about how to quit using if you're an addict. Difficult subject. It's gonna make sense. So I'm gonna give you some backstory first of all. One of the things is that I spent about 20 years addicted to drugs of all different kinds. I was kind of the type of person who used anything I could get my hands on. Obviously I had preferences, but that's irrelevant. I want to address this like as part of the same thing. Is that I think everybody's an addict at heart. I think that everybody has addictive tendencies. I think that everybody has things that they do that they wish they didn't do and would like to stop doing. That can be watching too much TV, that can be overeating, that can be procrastination, it can be 100 different things, 1,000 different things. To give it context, I would trade one drug for another, or I'd try to taper off. I tried to quit cigarettes like that one time where it was like, I'm gonna just smoke a little bit less cigarettes per day. I literally tried to wean myself off of heroin like that and off of methamphetamines, and it just didn't work, okay? And the reason why is because there's no commitment in it. Now, I know that there's drugs out there like Suboxone and methadone and stuff like that that are designed to supposedly help people taper off of drugs and then stop using. I don't personally really know maybe more than a small group of people out of the thousands of people I've met in my life that have been addicted to hard drugs and the people I know in recovery that quit by tapering off of those medications. Most times they stay stuck on them for 5-10 years, maybe longer. And the people I know who have successfully quit using drugs or successfully quit using substances or bad habits or anything like that, do it cold turkey. And here's why that works. It's a commitment, okay? When you're committed to something well enough to go through the difficulty, the pain, the inconvenience, the frustration, just everything that comes along with quitting doing something that you have as a crutch or as a major detriment to your life that you just can't stop using, be it because you're physically addicted or you have an emotional or spiritual connection to it, it really doesn't matter. Because attempting to taper off is trying to save yourself the pain of just stopping. But God rewards and the universe rewards and literally life will reward you when you show the type of commitment to undergo difficulty, pain, frustration, inconvenience, uncomfortability, all those things for the things you want. In fact, anything you want in life that's good will require you to do that. And so the way I did it is there's a few things that people said to me along the way that stuck really hard. And so I'm going to tell you what those things are and hopefully they work for you because it took a while brewing around, but eventually I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And one of those things was, if you don't get high, you can't relapse. And I was like, well, no fucking shit, buddy. But then later on, when I think about it, I'm like, oh, okay. And then somebody said, well, you can't get high if you don't buy dope or get dope or hang out with dope heads. And I was like, that makes sense too. It's frustrating that I didn't think of that. So the formula, as I would put it to you, is just to stop using. Stop now. When I quit, I literally flushed hundreds of dollars worth of amphetamine down the toilet because I could tell that I was going fucking crazy again. And I'd stopped for a good year and I'd relapsed, and it was like, I thought that maybe the money was the problem and that if I had enough money, I could handle it, but I could not. And so I quit cold turkey, got rid of it all. Then I dealt with all the fucking withdrawals, all the unpleasantries that come along with that. Through that, I found a source of strength in myself because I realized that commitment to me is what changed me. And so you have to stop using. And then you have to continue not to use. You have to stop hanging out with people that do get high. You have to start hanging with people that have a type of life that you would like to have. There's fellowships, there's programs, there's 1,000 different ways to recover, but all of them are going to require at least the following things. Not using, continuing to not use, changing the people, places, and things you do, and a lot of self-reflection, because that's really what had to happen in the long run. After I'd had the time to get clean for long enough to really examine my life, I was living my life in a way, and what about my previous life or my childhood or any of the amounts of trauma that I had was causing me to want to use. And once I was able to reflect on that, write it down, journal it, pray about it, all those things, I was able to actually start removing those problems and removing those habits and thought processes from me. And it's a continuous process that everybody will have to do, because I don't believe that there's such thing as just a dope addict. Everybody's an addict to something. And when we start to really examine those things, that's when we start to change. I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Bye.